everybody, I'm Gerald Reddick, your favorite thousandaire, because I'm not a millionaire yet, and I'm super pumped up about that thought process because there's nothing like setting a goal and watching that thing happen a little bit at a time. My friends, that is called a journey. So I'm taking you on a journey with me as I am going to become a millionaire. I'm not just saying it, I'm not just fluffing it, but I am really taking the steps and the measures, that I need to take to become that. So if I could do it, you guys can do it, and that's why this channel is called Your Favorite Thousandaire, because I'm not a millionaire yet, and I want you guys to be millionaires with me. All right. So what are we talking about here today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I'm going to discuss with you 7 ways to save on auto insurance, and I'm going to show you my actual policy. So that's why I'm pumped up about this video also, because I get to share with you guys in real time what I've just recently done so you can see it. So before we get into it though, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course turn on the notifications so you don't miss any wonderful videos. All right, let's get it. So here are the 7 topics we are going to discuss about how to save on auto insurance, and those are shopping a main insurance company versus a mutual insurance company, looking for an independent agent, personal injury protection, the deductible, paying in full versus paying with installments, discounts, and of course car rental insurance. Before we break down our 7 topics though, here's my perspective on the matter. Insurance on all fronts is sold based on the fear of what could happen. Although certain laws may require you to have auto insurance, in some cases you may be overinsured. What I'm talking about is the coverage or extra protection that is not required. In other words, are you overinsured? Hit the like button. So there it is, everybody. Right in front of you is my actual insurance policy. Now, before we break it down, the first thing I'm going to share with you guys is the actual price. So if you can look right here inside of this big red box, the cost for 2 vehicles, a 2011 Nissan and a 2014 Honda, was $1,360.70 for the year. Let's now talk about our first topic, which is shopping main versus mutual companies. Now, my particular company is Safeco Insurance, and they are a Liberty Mutual company. So why am I telling you guys this? Well, if you were to shop for one of the big companies like State Farm, Progressive, Allstate, one of them, any agent that answers and represents them directly are going to sell you their brand of insurance, which means it's probably going to be costing you a lot more than one of the mutual companies, because it works like this. If you watch all these commercials and they hire all these celebrities and all of the costs that goes into marketing those kind of companies or brands, well, that's going to be passed on to you. So that's why I think that, one, may the best price and the best coverage wins in any situation, but I think it's going to be more cost effective to go with one of the mutual companies directly instead of one of the main companies that covers like this whole bunch of underwritten companies, if that makes sense to you guys. So Safeco is a company that I use, and they are a Liberty Mutual company. And that brings me to my next topic. Find you an independent agent. So why is that important? And they hustle pretty good for you, and they're going to do their due diligence to save you money. So imagine like some of the bigger companies with a lot more customer base, and they do so much branding that you're naturally attracted to them because you're always hearing the radio ads or seeing the commercials on TV or whatever. So you just kind of flock to them. They almost are selling themselves. But an independent agent is really going to hustle for you because they understand, they make their commission off gaining your business. So they're going to shop around, find you the best price, and they want to do a good job for you versus some of the bigger companies may try to give you the highest cost or the highest price, but the independent agents want to save you money because if they do a good job there, you're going to keep coming back. So my agent is a part of this company called Extraco Banks, as you can see right here, and they are doing business as Extraco Insurance. So the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is personal injury protection. Now, if you were to look at this part of my policy that is outlined here, well, I rejected it. And the reason why is because I don't really need personal injury protection because I am a veteran, so I'm covered with VA health care, and I also have TRICARE, so my whole family is covered underneath that policy. In other words, the personal injury protection is to cover me in case I get hurt. So regardless if the accident is my fault or not, if I get hurt, I'm just simply going to go to a doctor and use either the VA healthcare coverage if I go to the VA hospital, or if I wind up in any other hospital, then I have TRICARE, I'll pay the copay, etc. Now, if the accident is not my fault and the insurance companies decide to, care for me because I do have medical coverage, and then go after the insurance of the person that caused the accident, then that's between them and that person's insurance. But me, I'm covered. My wife is covered. She's on the policy. And by default, my child is covered also because, again, our family has insurance. So there you go. So the next thing I want to talk about is the deductible. Now, in general, the higher your deductible is, meaning the money you pay to the insurance in the case of an accident, $250, $500, $1,000 or more, the higher your deductible is, the lower your premium is going to be. And the lower your deductible is, the higher your premium is going to be. Now, most people, they tend to ride in about $250 because if they get into an accident, all they have to fork out is $250 to get their car and the other car that they were in collision with fixed. But again, this causes your insurance premium to be a little bit higher. So some people tend to raise the deductible. And if you're not accident prone or you're really careful and you are a great driver, then raise your deductible. I mean, $500 or even $1,000 if you can afford that. So just something to consider, and it's definitely one way I save. Under the liability portion, I have a $250 deductible for each vehicle, and down here in the collision section for each vehicle, I pay $500 deductible. All right, so here's one of my favorite parts of the conversation, and that is paying in full versus monthly installments. So first, let's talk about the total 12-month premium for all my vehicles, right? I have two vehicles. You may pay your premium in full or in installments. There is no installment fee for the following billing plans: full pay. So in other words, paying in full, there's no other cost. But for those of you who choose to make monthly installments, let me show you how that breaks down. You'll pay $2 installment for recurrent automatic deductions, meaning they will take it out of your bank account directly through ETF. $5 per installment for recurrent credit card or debit card. So for those of you who get online and make that monthly payment, they're going to charge you $5 every time you do that. And for those of you who pay by any other means, there's a $4 charge per installment. So for those of you who write a check and mail it, or you may even physically go to the insurance company, or you might call and pay over the phone. So in this case, there's a $4 charge per installment. So I choose every year to pay my bill in full, so there's no extra cost. Generally, I pay everything by credit card that I can because of earning rewards points. But in this case, it doesn't make sense for me to pay by credit card. So if you just do the math, at $5 per month, that's $60. So another favorite of mine when shopping for car insurance are discounts. Who doesn't love a price break? Hit the like button. All right, everybody. So as you can see right here where the red arrow is on top, it says you save $704.70 by qualifying for the following discounts. Now, there are several that sometimes people don't even know about. So you should always ask your agent, are there any discounts available that I may qualify for? So here's some discounts that I qualified for. Anti-theft. Both of my vehicles have an alarm system. Advanced quoting. Now, my agent does it like that, so they will shop around on my behalf and try to find the best quote. So that's another advantage of having an independent agent. And then they will send me a quote. So boom, there you go. Accident free. That definitely keeps costs down. And violation free. So you guys don't get tickets. All right, there you go. Coverage. Some companies do offer loyalty rewards or give you a price break if you've been with them for an extended period of time. You have to discuss that with your agent and see, if you're qualified for that. And then, of course, there's homeowners. Now, for me, because I bundled my auto insurance and my homeowner's insurance, I was able to save that way. And trust me, I did do a cost comparison of, hey, Safeco, you guys cover the cars, and company mystery over here, you guys quote me on just homeowners, and I compared the two, and bundling for me worked out in this case, right? Multi-car, I have 2 vehicles. Generally, with the insurance companies, the more automobiles you have, the lower the coverage per each automobile, right? And billing plan, right? The billing plan discount for me is simply because I paid my policy in full, and that's all that means. Now, I wanted to specifically bring this sentence in red to your attention because we're in a pandemic right now, and people were not really driving that much from March even till now, right? We were homebound and people weren't going to work as much. So there's a discount out there that's called a low mileage discount. Sometimes that automatically goes to people who are collectors, like you collect automobiles or you have antique cars or something like that. In general, cars you don't drive more than, say, 7,000 miles per year. Now, during the pandemic, ask yourself, how much driving have you been doing? Not that much. So much so that the gas prices was lowered significantly, right? Now, even though people are, trickling back into the workforce, still plenty of people are not driving in that much. And me being a professional DJ, all that mileage from Houston, Austin, Dallas, from right here in Central Texas, man, I ain't driving like that. So of course I'll have less than 7,000 miles. So I qualify for this discount. So make sure you guys are asking for, all the discounts possible, and definitely take a specific crack at that one because you might qualify for it. And even if you already have paid your policy in full, it doesn't hurt to go back right now and ask for this discount. So the next thing I want to discuss with you guys is car rentals. Now, you've heard it time and time again. If you rented cars enough times, they will always come after you with this.
Well, if you drive this car off the lot and a meteor hits you guys, I'm coming after you for the car.
Well, if you can find me and whatever piece is left of me, by all means, go for it. But nah, seriously, folks, basically the idea with car rental companies is to scare you into the whole idea of insurance.
Now, if something happens, we're coming directly for you if you don't get this coverage.
But you have to look at your insurance policy and see if they will cover you in a rental vehicle as if you're driving your own vehicle. So it says right here in the ultra coverage level includes section, all this stuff and underlined worldwide coverage for rental vehicles. I would also like to caveat and say that the credit card that I use to rent cars also insures me for rental cars. So I got 2 forms of coverage. My personal insurance coverage, as it states right here in my policy, and also my credit card. So don't let them scare you. See if you have other coverages available already, and you can totally decline the rental coverage that they offer you at the car rental companies. So here's the bonus part of the video, everybody, and thank you so much for smashing that like button and subscribing to this channel. Now I'm going to show you guys how I saved. Even though I paid $1,360.70, I did call my agent after the fact and I asked for a requote. I asked for, hey, is there any other discounts? And so one of the discounts that she did give to me was the low mileage discount. And while I was speaking with her about my auto insurance, we also had a discussion about my homeowner's policy, right? Because I took a brief look at that also. So check it out. I have my phone here and I'm going to bring you guys into my messages and we're going to listen to what Heather left a message for me with. So here we go.
Hi, Mr. Reddick. It's Heather with Extra Co Insurance. The number here is 512. And I was calling you back about those insurance policies. I took a look at everything, and we're best to stay with Safeco right now as the package. There is going to be a $34 credit coming back on the homeowners and a $91 credit coming back on your autos. If you'd like to go over this any further, I'll be here today until 5. And again, the number is 512. Bye. Thank you, and have a great day.
Wow. There it is, everybody. We have just discussed 7 ways to save money on auto insurance. I hope you got something out of this, so please leave me comments below. Let me know what you're doing to save some of that money. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any pro financial and business tips here on this channel. I'm Gerald Reddick, your favorite thousandaire, because I'm not a millionaire yet. Let's go on a journey. Let's get rich together.